10 safest countries in the world today. How do we consider a country safe or unsafe? The Global Peace Index is a ranking of the safest countries in the world. In today's videos, we look at some of the countries which have been determined to be the safest in the world. There are several and many indicators used to constitute this list, which include the number of homicides, internal and external violent conflicts, level of distrust, political stability, the potentiality for terrorist acts, and expenditures by the military. Before we begin to look at these countries, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notification to get alert on new content. Number 1. Iceland. Iceland has been the safest country for 12 years in a row according to the Global Peace Index. It has a population of over 340,000 people. It has a very low crime rate, high living standards, a highly educated police force, and a lack of tension between social and economic classes, to name a few. The country has no military and the police does not carry firearms. Iceland also has a law in place to guarantee equality, such as legal same-sex marriage and same-sex adoption, religious freedom, and equal pay for women and men. Number 2. New Zealand. New Zealand is the second safest place in the world. Like Iceland, New Zealand has a very low crime rate, especially violent crimes. Theft, however, is a common occurrence, especially for tourists. New Zealand, also unlike Australia, has no deadly animals. New Zealand's scores slightly decreased in the past years due to terrorist attacks on 2 mosques in March 2019, where 59 deaths were recorded. New Zealanders are generally open-minded and have laws in place to prevent abuse on anyone's freedom of speech or expression. Like islands, police in New Zealand do not carry personal firearms. Number 3. Portugal. Portugal comes in third in the ranking of the most peaceful countries. In 2014, Portugal was ranked 18th in the world and has since made huge strides to be ranked third. Unlike Iceland and New Zealand, Portugal has armed police. However, it seems that an increased police presence has resulted in a decreased crime rate in the country. In the past 5 years, Portugal has made an economic improvement which has led to a decrease in unemployment from 17 to 7%. Due in large to its level of safety, Portugal is ranked as the best country for retirement in 2020 according to the annual Global Retirement Index. Number 4. Austria. Austria ranks as the 4th safest country in the world. In the 2019 ranking, Austria's improved in several areas including increases in the UN peacekeeping funding, weapons exports, and a reduced terrorism impact. Austria, however, saw a deterioration in the likelihood of violent demonstrations indicators after the election of Sebastian Kurz People's Party in October of 2017. The country is troubled by political instability and social unrest. Otherwise, it's a safe country to visit. Serial crimes are not popular, but pickpocketers and purse snatchers seem to be available. Additionally, Austria has been spared any major act of terrorism. Number 5. Denmark. Ranked 5th on the Global Peace Index, Denmark is one of the safest and happiest places in the world. Denmark is one of the few places where people report feeling safe at any time of the day or night, even children. Denmark is characterized by a high sense of social welfare and also a high level of equality. These two things contribute to its safeness. Corruption in Denmark is very uncommon, be it either in politics or business. It is a welfare state where everybody receives services and others benefit to help them live comfortably. Healthcare is available to all in Denmark, education is free, and the elderly are provided with helpers. Number 6. Canada. Since 2018, Canada has retained its position as the 6th safest country to live in the world. She has an amazing score for internal conflict, crime rate, and political stability. In addition to good job opportunities, great access to healthcare, and effective government, Canada has some of the most friendly people in the world. Canada has a crime rate that is 1/3. That is of its neighbor, the United States. A 2007 Gallup survey, 84% of Canadians surveyed said they felt safe in their country. Number 7. Singapore. Singapore holds 7th position for the world's safest country according to the Global Peace Index. In the same Gallup report in 2018, Singapore residents felt the highest sense of personal security and have positive experiences with law enforcement than any other country. Singapore issues high penalties even for the smallest crimes. This has led to very low crime rates in the country. Guns are strictly controlled by the government and police, which has led to very few violent confrontations. The city-state is also the second safest city in the world, according to the Safe City Index from the Economist Intelligence Unit. Singapore ranks first for infrastructure security and personal security, and second for digital security, and eighth for health security. Number 8. Slovenia. Rank 8th in the Global Peace Index ranking is Slovenia. Slovenia is gradually improved to gain this position from its 11th position in 2018. It has one of the top 5 countries for demilitarization and a decline in military expenditures, as well as a decline in the size of its military. Especially violent crime rates are very low in Slovenia, and the largest crime concerns are petty theft, bag snatching, and car break-ins. Slovenia also has a very low terrorism risk. Slovenia is considered to be one of the safest countries to visit in Eastern Europe. Number 9. Japan. Japan seized the 9th position as the safest place to live in the world according to the Global Peace Index. She has been among the 20 safest places to live in for 12 years, according to the Global Peace Index. It's characterized by low crime rates, low internal conflict, and low political terror. Japan has a reputation for low immigration and limited access for firearms. The right to bear arms by civilians is non-existent here. According to the Safest City Index, the town of Tokyo is considered as the safest city to live in the entire world. It ranks first in cybersecurity, second for healthcare security, and fourth for infrastructure security and personal security. Number 10. The Czech Republic. Rounding up the top 10 safest countries to live in is the Czech Republic. The Czech Republic fell from the 7th position it held back in 2018. Crime rates have steadily decreased over the years, especially violent crimes. This is despite having relatively easy access to weapons in the country. The Czech Republic has a low impact on terrorism. The country's fall in ranking is due to the relatively high involvement in foreign conflict, the high ratio of numbers of prisoners per capita, and the assessment of security forces and police. Some commonalities are shared between the safest countries in the world. This includes the level of wealth, education, and social welfare. They are also characterized by an effective justice system and a high relationship between the government and the citizens. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Turn on the notification to get alert on new content. Also, check out all of our other videos for more amazing content.